Well, I'd said in an earlier video I wasn't going to do a video until after globetrotting and my jazz race, but truthfully speaking, I can do a video about globetrotting and my jazz and get it posted. The issue I had was trying to post everything on time and get it out to you guys at a reasonable time frame, because I am only staying over in Columbus tomorrow, but then I have to wake up early. I have to go to the Meadows, right? We got West 52nd. Tim's got one of his horses in early. I'm at the Meadows right through till Wednesday evening. I go back to Ohio because Thursday is a very important qualifier for us. Jazzy Judy is going to be making her first ever lifetime qualifier, which is important because the week after that, they draw on the Thursday morning for her stake race, which means she has to qualify Thursday, or we're going to be scrambling to find a qualifier for her somewhere if we don't get her qualified by Thursday. So, when it comes to this week in racing, Jazzy Judy has got, hopefully going to make her first qualifier. Now, I'm not trying to downplay everything it's taken. I always want to look ahead and see what's going on. We are also going to try and qualify That's My Girl. We've had a rough go of it lately in Indiana. Try and get a qualifying line into her and see how she goes. Now, obviously, everything going on tonight, it's Sunday afternoon. We're going to race globetrotting in my jazz tonight. No aspirations. I hope we go in. Wouldn't it be loud? It would be nice if we fly James in the night he had with long shots last night. You know, it's always great, to see my family. It's great for me to see my family do well, but it's great for James also. You know, unfortunately, this game is what it is. You always, in the fact that you always have to remind people that you can drive a horse. Luckily, I don't have that problem, but James does, and so does everybody else. And, you know, I put a big Facebook post on gushing about my brother because I'm very proud of him. But think about this. It isn't just that he won with 2 long shots. It isn't just that he won the Canadian Pacing Derby 2 years in a row now. It isn't just that he was second with the Lindy horse in the big trot race, or that he won the gold at long odds with Dan Legacy's horse. He did it with a broken collarbone. I personally didn't break my collarbone, but I know many of you out there have, and I know lots and lots of people have also. And the people I talked to that broke their collarbone, they tell me it is a very painful injury. Very painful injury. Well, I know the doctors told James it would take 8 to 10 weeks for him to be back to close to 100%. Last night was just a tick over 3 weeks. Now, I know he said it doesn't hurt, and I know it does. It has to. So good for him, but you want to know how much it hurt? I told people this today. Go back and look at... where am I going here? North or south? I'm going south. Go back and look at his Winner's Circle interview last night. He takes his helmet off, and you take your helmet off and you put it in your right hand. He went to put it in his right hand and he dropped it immediately because it hurt to hold his helmet in his right hand. So, just the determination to do something, but do it at such a high level when you're in pain is just an incredible feat, and good for him. So obviously I am proud. He is my brother, but at the same time, as a driver, as a horse person, showed a lot of talent, a lot of composure, and a lot of focus to do what he did last night. So congratulations to James. Obviously, a big night for him. I was arguing with somebody on Facebook today that went on about how the Canadian drivers were driving a little bit crazy last night going through a tunnel. Yeah, because they don't drive crazy in the United States ever either, right? Never race horses there. Some of the people on Facebook, I'm going to tell you what, some of the people that claim to be clever are quite the opposite. Anyway, when it comes to racing in general, we had a pretty good week again. Obviously, we didn't win the Canadian Pacing Derby or race in any major races outside of tonight. 2 very major races for us, the Ohio Sire Stakes finals. Each go for $300,000, and we're in 2 of them. So that's a big night for the stable. Now we are long shots. And wouldn't it be a great story if I won with either or both of them? But it'd be nice to grab some money tonight, put some Money in the Bank with these two and continue on. Look, Globetrotting still has a long year ahead of her. She's really just now rounding into shape. And My Jazz has just had a tremendous year. 1.135 AB. I'll tell you where I'm going in a second. Well, you guys probably already know. My Jazz has just had a tremendous year moving forward for us. I mean, she's still got the final tonight and one more stake race, and that could be either the Ohio State Fair or drop her into a Buckeye. We can race her in the last Buckeye if we want. It's the 5th one. So one way or another, she'll probably put a couple of bucks maybe away for the rest of the year, which makes it a very, very good year for her. Globetrotting's got this race, the Elegant Image, the Pegasus in Indiana, the Breeders' Crown if we want to. This filly is just now getting very, very good. So very interested to see what's going to happen. I'd be much more interested if we didn't draw the 9 hole, but you're going to play the hand you're dealt. So that is what we are going to do tonight. At the fairs yesterday, we had a pretty good day. Didn't miss a check. Couple of seconds, couple of thirds, and a 5th, I think. Desperado, a little flat, but hung in there for a 5th. 6 or 7 horse field, I think. Then we had 2 seconds in Hanover. Trafalgar raced great to be second. And also, Trafalgar raced good and Need Your Opinion raced good to be second also in their respective divisions. We had a winner last night, Sweet Ambitions. Mary did a good job with her. She won her maiden voyage. Maiden voyage for Sweet Ambition. Well, it wasn't her first voyage, it was her first win. First voyage without the trot and hobbles on. I thought she looked rather well. Steve Mario was protective of her in the turns, and then she got home good. She raced on tough to win the race, and good for Mario and good for the filly. Obviously happy to see her do good. What else? We had a good week again at the Meadows. Spirited Dio was very good. Path of Totality. Did she get to race this week? Yeah, she raced last week. She finished second. And this week we have Compass Rose DC and Spend That Money. Descending on Washington, Pennsylvania, and the racetrack there, the Meadows. So a lot going on this week. Also, aside from that, we have Rose Run Why Not. It's going to make her first start. We're going to school Gray's the New Red once more. Just there's a little gap in. I didn't want to try and race her back 4 days, fair and then Buckeye or whatnot. So we're just going to school her. Give us a pretty good idea of where we're going with her. 35A, I'm right on track. Where we're going with her, and then get a couple more starts on her before we decide whether we're going to just take her back to Ontario and race her a bit, or whether we're just going to turn her out. That will be dependent on her, big girl. So that's where we're at with those horses. Obviously, as I said, very big night for us coming up. Very big week so far. And another big week coming up next week. And then into Jug Week, we have the Ohio State Fair for the Trotters. And maybe one of the Pacers also. So that is that. I'm going to leave you with a short opening video because I'm sure I'm going to ramble on about what took place tonight with Globetrotting and My Jazz. Really excited about tonight. As I said, you guys probably know I'm on my way to LMN Standardbreds, the breeding farm, Mitchell Nault's place. I was just at Spring Haven. We did about 5 or 6 videos there. Some really, really good looking videos there. A couple of horses that caught me off guard. I didn't really look at them in the sales catalog or their videos, but when I saw them in person, Sanina had asked me to take a look at them, and I did, and they were some good looking horses too. 2 horses I never, ever, ever would have looked at had she not pulled them out right in front of me. So that might be a good thing or a bad thing. But nevertheless, both were very, very good-looking horses. So take a look at those yearling videos. Tell me what you think. We're still trying to make sure that everybody's aware September 18th is a very, very big day in the calendar for the stable.ca. That is the Ohio Select Sale. As many of you know, Ohio has not so quietly turned into our bread and butter place to race. In the summer, we've done a real good things in Ohio over the last 3-4 years. And then heading into the fall, we've Lexington, Harrisburg, Ontario. We're having a little bit of luck. Maybe not as much as we thought we would at the start of the year, but still having a lot of really good luck. I'm going to tune in Tuesday. We got Adrenaline Rush, Beef and Cheddar, the Big Gray Colt, First Glance is in. Missing one. I always forget one. Those three and one more, and then next week we have a number of other horses racing too. So a lot going on right now, as you can tell. Bit of a scatterbrain today. I'm trying to keep focused. I want to get out here, video maybe 3 or 4 horses at Mitchell's place, and then go home and have a quick nap. It's been a good day. I was on the road at 9 a.m. I was sharp this morning. Out to Sanina's. It was about an hour and 5 minutes out to Springhaven Farms. Beautiful place there. And right now I'm about to get to LMN Standardbreds here in another 25 minutes. So I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I did. None of us had his weekend as good as James, but nevertheless a great weekend. A lot of videos posted this week, and I'm going to continue to post them. I think it's easier that way to bring everybody up to date if I can, if I have the time and there's something worth talking about on a day-to-day basis. I certainly don't mind doing that, and I hope I'm not inundating you with too many videos. But as I said, there's a lot going on, and I want to make sure that everybody is up to date on what is going on with thestable.ca. So, talk to you guys soon. Hope everything is good. Take care.